And let's bring in KT McFarland. She was the Deputy National Security Advisor to Donald Trump in his first term. KT, thanks very much for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
How much do you think the U.S. strikes have set back Iran's nuclear program? We're hearing all kinds of mixed reviews so far.
Well, I would just take it from the people who know. And one of them would be the head of the International Atomic Energy Agency. And he says it's significant, probably years. I've listened to the various former inspectors who say years, probably decades. Even the Iranian foreign minister that you just showed, he said, well, it's been a significant change. So look, everybody's in agreement. Is it going to be 1, 2 years, 10 years? It almost doesn't matter because we know where they are. We know what they're doing, and we could always bomb them again if they decide to restart their endeavors.
Now, what about Iran saying that the talks are in jeopardy? Is that them buying time, do you think?
Yeah, sure. But really, they don't have a whole lot of cards to play, to quote Donald Trump. It's no problem to us if they want to rejoin the international community, if they want talks or not. It's really for their benefit. Think about it. They have no international friends, right? Iran and Russia and China were in this great, tripartite alliance, and yet Iran was unable to get any help from China, unable to get any help from Russia. Iran is isolated in the region. The Sunni Gulf Arabs, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, have all signed the Abraham Accords, or if not, they've gotten very close to the United States. If you look at Iran's proxies, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, the air defense system in Syria, that's all gone, obliterated. And so Iran is isolated internationally, isolated locally. And Iran doesn't have a strong economy. And we've known that, nobody knows because there are no public opinion polls in Iran, but well over 50%, some say 80% of the Iranian people don't like the regime, not because of Israel or nuclear weapons or that, but mostly because the Iranian regime has been so incompetent at managing their economy. It should be a wealthy country. People should have a great life, but they do not in Iran. So it's really up to the Iranians. Do they want to make Iran great again? If not, do what you're doing because, you have no military capability left. And if you think you're going to restart it, don't think long because we can always take it out again, just like we did before.
Does that make Iran more dangerous or does it make them more likely to actually want to find a way out of this?
Well, it's really up to the Iranian people. When you say more dangerous, I mean, some critics have said, Iran is going to race.
Desperate, maybe, I guess would be the better term.
Desperate to do what? I mean, people have said, well, they're going to race to build a bomb. Now, you've really made them angry, and they're going to be really upset. Well, rebuild the nuclear weapons program with what? They don't have any enriched uranium. The missile sites are gone. 14 of their 15 physicists and scientists have been assassinated. The senior leadership of the Revolutionary Guard, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, they're gone. And so they can, squawk all they want, but at the end of the day, they don't have the capability to rebuild. And when the argument is, oh, well, they're really going to be mad and they're going to race to a bomb. Well, they don't have the ability to build a bomb either. So, really, it's up to them. Do they want to rejoin the world? Do they want peace and prosperity for their people? Or do they want to double down? I used to work for Henry Kissinger, who was my original boss 50 years ago and a lifelong friend and mentor. And he said, it's simple. Iran has to decide. Is it a country or is it a cause? If it's a country, then it wants peace and prosperity for its people. If it's a cause, well, I guess they all want to be martyrs.
Okay, and one last question before we go. The leaked intelligence from that early Iran report, what kind of consequences? Will they be able to find the person, and what can we expect from that?
I think they'll probably find the person. My guess is it comes from Capitol Hill. But the report itself, I've been a consumer of intelligence reports forever. We have 17 American intelligence agencies. The Defense Intelligence Agency, where the leak came from, it's not very reliable on this stuff. They've had a pretty poor track record. And even so, apparently on the top of this leaked report, it says low confidence. So what does low confidence mean? I mean, that's like the equivalent of, oh, there were a bunch of guys in the pub, and we overheard them saying that Iran, really is in great shape. It really is. It's a intelligence reports that should be dismissed on its face. And even so, it really has no credibility. People saw the pictures. Iran's nuclear program has been destroyed. And so anybody who says to the contrary, just look at the pictures.
All right, KT, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
KT McFarland, the Deputy National Security Advisor to Donald Trump in his first term.